So yes, Buffett brought into gold mining sector via Barrick Gold, for example, but he didn't buy the physical gold, he invested in the mining sector. So when you're looking at this, Elon Musk and all the other electronic vehicle companies, they need the mining to produce their products. And really this is the, getting to the bottom of it is that they need the mines to produce their products so that they can make a revenue, obviously. So with regards to Warren Buffett, in 2008, Berkshire Hathaway invested $230 million to acquire a stake in the shares of the BYD, a leading Chinese manufacturer of electronic cars and batteries. So this investment has been highly successful, with the value of Berkshire's stake increasing significantly over the years. And recent developments in 2022, Berkshire began reducing its holdings in the BYD by June 2024, and its stake had decreased to less than 6%. The investment period for investing in PetroChina, but sold the stake before the steep drop in oil prices became the beginning of summer 2008. See, with Warren Buffett, he analyzes, and although he buys and puts a lot of money into things, he also knows the right time to sell, for example. Holds on to it until it is sold, for example. So the gold mines in China is also wanting to purchase gold mines outside of China. So when you're thinking of investing in gold and silver, I just want you to have a really good understanding of that this needs to be something that you start doing now, for example, and then you hold on to it for 5-10 years. With regards to Warren Buffett, he's kept things for a number of years, for example. He doesn't just buy and sell straight away unless there's something immediately that needs to be done, for example. But he's always looking at things long term, because he knows that there's a curve. He knows that there's an up and down stage, for example, and he will continue with that. So I'd love to know your comments regarding this, about the investments that's been happening in China, for example. Why are billionaires investing in China? Because of their businesses that they've got that is producing, and it's also earning them income at a higher rate, for example. So what do you think the reasons why they're possibly looking at that? Like seeing if they can invest in a company that is to do with mining for silver or gold, for example. Because this is how they look at things. They look beyond the bigger picture of just purchasing a gold or silver bar or coin, for example, Although they have done that. I mean, Elon Musk has even said that the silver coin, for example, and the gold coins, etc., is stronger than the dollar. There's no doubt about that. So this is the reason why we need to start looking at this if we haven't done it already. A lot of you have started already, but some of you may not have done. And it's something that we need to really start looking at. The silver at the moment, $35 for an ounce of a silver coin, for example. Start with that. One a month, for example. I'm going to put some links here of some reputable companies, for example. But like I said, I'm not a financial advisor, and if you need financial advice, and seek financial advice on investments, etc. But I also am here to help you to look at your portfolio and to build your portfolio to produce wealth, and to also think in different ways. Because yes, there's stocks which are crashing right now, but there's also stocks that aren't crashing right now. And Warren Buffett is looking at the ones that aren't crashing right now, that are stable, for example. So just think about that. There's the gold and silver, the physical product. For me, you cannot beat that. But there's also the stocks and shares, which haven't been affected and that's still stable. And if you're in it for the long term, then you will know that you're not going to just crash and burn, for example, but you need to seek professional advice, like a financial investor, for example. Okay, so thank you so much, everyone. I hope that you've enjoyed today's live regarding the Chinese gold empire, the Shandong mine, and why Elon Musk is involved in this supply chain. Why do you think that is? And also Warren Buffett, his methodology of what he is doing. He's got the physical products, don't get me wrong, with the gold and silver, for example, but he's also invested in companies that is going to produce money, and is invested in companies in China that is to do with gold, for example. So I hope that you've enjoyed this discussion this evening, and do like and subscribe, and join me tomorrow for my next live video, which I'm going to be going live at 7 p.m. UK time, and that is 2 p.m. American time. And I look forward to discussing with you the mine in Russia. Alright, so join me as we travel around the world looking at all the different mines, gold and silver mines, and what they offer, and also to see how much value that they are, for example. Alright, so thank you so much for joining me today, and I hope that you've had a wonderful evening, and I look forward to speaking with you tomorrow. Have a wonderful day. Thank you. Bye.